I don't get any answers. What's a good way to approach a stubborn brain?
Well, first, stop defining that you have a stubborn brain, because you don't. What you're experiencing, again, is simply the fear-based belief that's making you think it's difficult to find out what it is that it's saying to you. So it takes real deep honesty and real deep willingness to actually explore what that belief is saying, and not just chalk it up to the idea that you have a stubborn brain. That's just an idea that the fear-based belief is telling you to buy into, so that you have a reason not to be able to recognize or realize consciously what the fear or negative belief is saying to you. So first and foremost, don't define it as a stubborn brain. Your brain is a receiver and it's working fine. Just allow yourself to see through the illusion or through the smoke and mirrors that the negative belief is attempting to get you to buy into, that your brain is preventing you from understanding what the negative belief is. Just be willing to be more open. You will find that nothing will block you if you are not afraid to find out what that negative belief is. But remember, it's the negative belief that is attempting to make you afraid to go exploring more deeply.
Okay. Is our ego inherently neutral? Is there a good and a bad ego? And do animals have an ego?
Ego, in a sense, yes, is fundamentally neutral, because it's simply the device, the framework, shall we say, that you impose upon your greater consciousness in order to have what you call a physical experience. So in that sense, yes, animals have ego in the neutral sense that allows them to have a physical experience, that focuses them down, like it does for you, into something a little bit more contained, a little bit more narrow, so you can have the physical experience. Negative ego is simply when the ego is given more than it is designed to handle, and it starts, shall we say, rebelling against that, because it's not designed to be in control, to be in charge, to decide what's true for you. Your greater self is, your collective personality in alignment with your higher self, is that which is designed to decide for yourself, to choose for yourself what is really representative of your fundamental frequency. But the ego is just designed to give you clarity in the experience that you decide to have. That's all it is doing. And the positive side of that is that when the ego is simply allowed to do the job it was designed to do, it aligns more readily with your higher mind, it is experienced in a more positive way, and it almost seems to kind of disappear, other than realizing you have an identity as yourself in physical reality. So the positive side of the ego is that it becomes very transparent, almost like it's not there. The negative side is that it constantly calls your attention to it, because it thinks it has been given the task of deciding what is correct for you, or deciding what you should do or where you should go, and that's not what it's designed to do. It is simply designed to keep you focused in physical reality, and that's the neutral part of it.
Okay.
Hello, Bashar.
And are you good day?
I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, nervous. How exciting.
Yes. I'm not very fond of large groups.
Where is there a large group?
Right here.
Oh, are you standing in the middle of China?
No, not really.
Compared to the idea of certain areas on your planet, this is a relatively small group, is it not?
Yes.
Feel better?
Much better.
Do remember that in reality, you're actually not standing in front of anyone but reflections of yourself. Remember, even though there are other beings, the only way you can perceive them is to create your version of them in your reality. So everything you're seeing is actually your creation. So it's your group. What are you afraid of?
Thank you.
It's like being in a hall of mirrors. Are you afraid of your reflections in the hall of mirrors? Oh no, I'm surrounded. Oh yes, it's all just me. It's all just you. In different ways, in different perspectives, that's all. So really, You're talking to yourself right now in an empty room. Does that help?
Yes.
Thank you.
So
What would you like to talk to yourself about?
So I was wondering
Yes.
about
He said to himself.
planets.
About the planets. Which planets would you be wondering about?
As I understand it, everyone is born with a set of planets. I was wondering if
Born with a set of planets. What you mean in a box somewhere in a closet?
I'm talking like in astrology, like
Well, again, the idea is to remember that when you crystallize yourself, your consciousness, into physical reality, you are certainly taking on the qualities of the particular moment of crystallized physical reality that is representative of what is going on at that moment of birth. You are solidifying and crystallizing certain kinds of ideas that are representative of your theme of exploration and your relationship in the collective agreement. So the planets, in a sense that you are talking about astrologically, are a reflection, and for those that are intuitive enough to use that particular permission slip in a certain way, they could see that how the reflections might be representative of certain energies and themes that you've decided to explore and how they might be unfolding. But remember, it's just a permission slip. It's just a reflection.
So do the planets influence you, or
I
do
just
you
told
influence-
you. I just told you. They don't influence you. They reflect what you've already chosen. They reveal you.
I see.
They're a reflection, like anything else. Does that help?
Very much.
Oh, all right.
And I'd also like to share an experience.
By all means.
In my childhood,
Yes.
I was
Which
also,
is still going on.
I was always fascinated by aliens.
Yes.
I was drawing pictures, and I was
Yes.
just always fascinated by it.
Oh, all
so
right.
I was,
We are fascinated by them too.
because we are aliens too. For you.
No.
We're family.
Yes. We are extraterrestrial, but we are not alien to you, because we are part of your DNA also genetically, in that we are a hybrid species. Truly alien beings look nothing like either of us. So we are extraterrestrial, but we are not alien. Dolphins are terrestrial, but alien, because they are nothing like you physiologically. You understand? That's more the idea of an alien. But we are humanoid, we are human, in that we share your human DNA, so we are very much like you. That's why we look alike. That's why we are physiologically family in that sense. But we do live on another planet, so that makes us literally not of Earth, extraterrestrial. Make sense?
Yes. And so my question, I was wondering if I was abducted.
Yes. And so it has been with your family lineage, and your DNA in that sense was actually altered in the womb of your mother.
Do I have implants?
Not as you understand the term, but you do have energy signatures that are easy to pick up, because that's simply part of the DNA alteration. You see, implants in that sense are no longer necessary when you know what to look for in a DNA frequency. And many of the children that have been born on your planet over the last 2 decades have the DNA frequency that is easy to recognize as a new, well, shall we say, species on your planet, so to speak.
So I am part of a new species?
Yes. Many people on your planet are.
Wow.
Does that help?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shivai.
Shivai.